Yo, 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 yo. Hoorah, I be ripping on Medusas. Hey, got my homie on my new song. Bet, kill the beats of a minutia. Dead, let me broken handed out. My joke is feeling overpowered. That will make me richer. Wanna be the David in the baby pictures. You already know I do this for my nigga. Wait a second, sometimes I forget I'm here to make a difference. Sending shots, got no bullets, looking like MacGyver. May or not be certain that everything's my admirer. Flip me up, got the heat looking like a lighter. They got killer, he's like a ZSS Paranairo. DJ DAX, Final Fantasy Remix. That thing's my doom. 3 days in tune, 24 hours by 3. Feeling like Jesus, that's 72.
If you let a DC away, out of the door, did you not hear what I said? Elements are gone like Miss Tifa. Fundamental skills is what I am, what I ain't. A sucker for the cipher, not what it's the cause for the flow. I am not human. Super Saiyan script, flip you a new one. Yeah, flip you a new one.
Hoorah, every rapper I will mock. Keep it so generic, you will make it to the top.
I be moving pressure, I been dancing with the drop.
I got peace of mind when I ball out like Fetty Wap.
Get it? The way it caught the way you say Dax is looking stable. Get it? Today is not your day, my face looking ready and able. Prophets never preaching unless they get in the pocket. This is just religion if you and Jesus ain't talking. Rappers need to grow up, there's no any real Anakis. Future fantasy, be the project. Turn up. Limit breaker, turn the power up. Burberry tie, but I'm passing on the touch. Put it with Selena, but I go up for some lunch. You might be retarded if you think that still sucks.
Limit breaker, time to power up. South Rock at a building, never back off cloud. In the other world, trying to make a back. Grab a headset, turn me up, wind it back. It's time to make a difference. Stable in a battle scene, turn the foes green, dust them off in the lane like Mr. Clean. Every day is a struggle. What a miss in the vest like a shit that is heartless. Dang, what is going on? South Rock and the killer spree. Saving is a help work slower. Keyblade combos. I need to learn that it'll buy time until cloud shows. Matter of fact, there he is. There he goes off to the battle. No recognition. Wasting my time. Dreams are reality.
Wait to some fatality. Gotta stay woke up at the duality. Limit breaker. Man, I need a vent. Never live in Vita with the person I resent. So I just wanna whip with a turbo in the tents. I just wanna fight with dreams and know I'm gonna win. Don't be mistreated. Killing every lie. 116 till I die. Well, serious. Always been the guy. Shout out to Rio. Wait a second. Hold on. Never mind. I came up in the spot. Preacher dude. Rocks. Can't take loss. Who's the boss? He's supreme. God. Down to my last swing. Tell him that it's Dax King. Jurgen has a black hole. So watch out for my backswing. Leader of the rapping. Limit breaker snapping. Stable never acting. That would be a bad thing. Coming to church with the pen and shirt faded. Just saw the new girl, but I asked for her digits. Like, hello there, sister. Just minding my business. I can't help to notice you're proud to be Christian. And she's like,
of course.
I'm like, yeah, you're a Christian. She's like, man, how awkward. Abandon the mission. At that point, I get it. Like, this never winning. I leave and come back after breaking my limits. I tell a girl, no, my name is David. I've been super slacking, still refrigerated. Baby, PDR is super dedicated. You can jump my party, both of us will make it. She's like, wow, at first I thought you were faking. Now I'm really glad none of us are taking. Then I tell her truth. She's like, one more thing. It's the lyricism that got me elated.
I'm your host, Gino Boost of GameMusicForAll.com, and you're listening to episode 30 of the SUBCON Video Game Hip Hop Podcast. I know you've all been wondering where I've been, but before we get into that, let's talk about the opening track to this highly anticipated episode, and that track is Limit Break featuring Stable, produced by Baked Out Beats. That comes from DJ DAX's latest, which is a full-on tribute to Final Fantasy, known as Future Fantasy. You might have heard Dax on the show before. He dropped one of the many verses from Nintendo Cypher 3 back on episode 29, which you heard a couple weeks back. And that brings me to where I've been on this lengthy hiatus between episodes. And there's a couple answers, most importantly of which is that I've been in the middle of moving, and it took much longer to make that move than expected. I'm still sitting here with quite a few things in boxes, but thanks to dope music like DJ DAX, I decided to pull out my equipment and drop another podcast for everybody. Of course, I still have normal daytime work, but the most tragic reason that I've been away from the podcast are two little games called Xenoblade Chronicles X and Pope LaCroix, A Story of Seasons Fairy Tale. Both very lengthy titles. For now, we'll just call them Xeno and Popo. But I will definitely talk about those two titles on the next episode, because we gotta dig deep on my whole months-long RPG phase I just went through. Instead of that, we're just gonna talk about 420. This episode drops on 420, and as any good hip-hop podcast may and should, you kind of gotta bring it up. And luckily, I have just the song to pull out on this momentous occasion for all of you weed smokers out there. Since this episode is dropping on April 20th, I have to include this 2013 track from the Earthbound Rejects known as Persona 420. Not only is the title appropriate, Persona is very hip-hop, at least in my opinion. I could play Persona music on this podcast half the time and you might not even notice. You would probably notice, but it would still be a pretty good podcast nonetheless. I guess it's just the contemporary setting of the series, the style, the youth, the color, and definitely the eclectic soundtracks of the game add to that atmosphere of hip-hop. And of course, the fact that I've seeked out many hip-hop and rap remixes of Persona music, including this one by the Earthbound Rejects. The series is just very hip-hop-esque to me now. Like on the same level as, say, Jet Set Radio or Toe Jam and Earl. Anyway, this is the Earthbound Rejects, and go ahead and light one up for Persona 420.
Hey yo, panda, pass the Dutch. Smoking purple haze when life gets tough. Hey yo, Shadman, pass the Dutch. Puffing on Hawaiian haze when life get rough. Hey yo, panda, pass the Dutch. Smoking purple haze when life gets tough. Hey yo, Shadman, pass the Dutch. Puffing on Hawaiian haze when life get rough. Hawaiian shirt, smoking weed by the cabana. Long beard, looking like Santa. What? Ladies call me cute or a teddy bear. It all leads me to get their underwear. Okay. Me and Panda Flake smoking bamboo. Smoking weed, getting head, herbal essence shampoo. Stuck on her body like a tattoo. Yup. Donkey Kong, that pussy go baboon. We on the beach while I gaze at the ocean. I'm smooth as shit, you should've called me lotion. My producer rocks a mess like no emotion. For these hoes, I got no emotion. I mean, I'm a player with no jersey. These white hoes, they wanna jerk me. Okay, I'm a PIMP like 50. EBR is my clique, fuck with me. Hey yo, panda, pass the Dutch. Smoking purple haze when life gets tough. Hey yo, Shadman, pass the Dutch. Puffin' on Hawaiian haze when life get rough. Hey yo, panda, pass the Dutch. Smoking purple haze when life gets tough. Hey yo, Shadman, pass the Dutch. Puffin' on Hawaiian haze when life get rough. Puffin' on the spliff when I wrote this. From coast to coast, CBR, hold the shit. Yo, I ride for sport, so ain't gotta fuck around and get a 9 to 4. Work a night shift at your local grocery store, just to realize I'm just as broke as before. Nah, Panaflakes ain't having that. Rather spit over beats made by my man Rack. Others had cloudy visions just like cataracts, but all I want is to hit blunts and smash that. Used to be that kid in class that used to laugh at. Now I'm switching flows like Persona combos. While Rack and touch stay making heat, your favorite mammal will always stay blessed. Alright, nigga, shut the fuck up. Let's roll this fucking blunt up. Get smiggity smack. It's your boy, Nick Shaddy. It's your boy, Nick Shaddy. EBR representative.
Bay, I'm pulling in your city, getting cashed out. Do it big, these celebs living on my style. 2D girls inside my condo and we going wild. How about we fly this plane straight through the fucking clouds? Man, I swear when I pull up, I shut it down on sight. They knowin' on the realest type of shit to change they life. Plus I got niggas, if you want them, you can make they night. Cause bae, that's not my type. Nah, bae, that's not my type. Cat boy, none of the decoy. Baby fucks with the boy on the mind, that's for sure. 24/7, baby, that say something special. Can't fake on these senses, baby, just tell me what's the business. And I'm a rich nigga, can't you feel my vision? Smoked out, roll down the windows, whip ain't got no ceilings. Keep keep it on my side and you rolling with the realest. I can make this scene wicked, fucking you do be explicit. Touch your feelings sliding off what you got on her, I'll just rip it. Delicate sinner tonight's a hair to heel inspection. Touch your feelings sliding off what you got on her, I'll just rip it. Delicate sinner tonight's a hair to heel inspection. Impressing all across the world, I need an atlas, then bring them all back to my world and make that shit panoramic. Dig into that pie, I like it turned over. Put that ass in the air like the Purple Doja. Bay, I'm pulling in your city, getting cashed out. Do it big, these celebs living on my style. 2D girls inside my condo and we going wild. How about we fly this plane straight through the fucking clouds? Man, I swear when I pull up, I shut it down on sight. They knowin' on the realest type of shit to change they life. Plus I got niggas, if you want them, you can make they night. Cause bae, that's not my type. Nah, bae, that's not my type. She gon' get that cherry on top. Take your bra, put it back on, let me do this job. Baby one, oh so juicy, she's like candy, I got bubbles for your thoughts. Chillin' on the ceiling as we blow this OG smoke. Plus we can get twisted, they got bottles you can pop. Cause if it's not doing that, then you know I'm in her fault. How the fuck did we both meet? You was looking for much more. Compare the ass bitches up inside your ear for a fall. Like they could tell was real, but never had what is ours. I came up out the trenches in the trap, I went so hard. And now you see me every time you take a look into the stars. OG shit, man. Yeah. Bay, I'm pulling in your city, getting cashed out. Do it big, these celebs living on my style. 2D girls inside my condo and we going wild. How about we fly this plane straight through the fucking clouds? Man, I swear when I pull up, I shut it down on sight. They knowin' on the realest type of shit to change they life. Plus I got niggas, if you want them, you can make they night. Cause bae, that's not my type. Nah, bae, that's not my type.
Welcome back to SUBCON. The track you just heard was Joseph on Deck with his latest single, Cloud Baby. I've had my eyes and ears on Joseph on Deck for a second now by way of Space Girl Jemmy. Certainly not the last you've heard from Joseph on Deck on this show. We're debuting a couple new artists to the podcast. I'm sure that they're all going to be mainstays from here on out. So now it's time to talk about Star Fox Zero. Well, as I said before the break, this episode comes out on April 20th, which is 2 days before the April 22nd release date for the highly anticipated Star Fox Zero. Basically, I've been a huge Star Fox fan ever since Star Fox 64, and ever since then, Nintendo has repeatedly let me down with the Star Fox franchise. Even Star Fox 64 3D was a letdown, thanks to the inclusion of no online play. But the Star Fox games, I'll always get excited for, even if I know it's a bad idea. So I'm way hyped for Star Fox Zero. Controller issues be damned. I mean, people always complain about controls for Nintendo games. I still remember people complaining about Kid Icarus Uprising, and I played it just fine. I mean, I played the Virtual Boy, and it barely even gave me a headache at all. So I say just get used to it, deal with it. That's the controller you got, and that's the controller you gotta live with. And even though this episode comes out 2 days before the launch of the game, it's about a week before the game launches as I'm recording this, and pretty much the entire game has already been laid out for us on YouTube through playthroughs and write-ups and announcements well before the release of the game. And I'm not complaining about it. I mean, I'm not clicking on the articles. I'm fine, and it's not like I am worried about spoilers for Star Fox's riveting and intense storyline. But I'm just amazed at how ubiquitous game content as news has become. Because now we live in a world where not only do you have to get your game review out faster than anyone, but you also have to get your playthrough out faster than anyone. And if they send you a copy of the game before the game's even out, well, you better play through that whole thing before the game even drops. So it's a crazy world we're living in. That's about it. I've recently come out of a deep dive into RPG games, as I mentioned at the top of the show, which only adds to my hype for Star Fox Zero, because the best sounding thing in the world right now, after going through the menus and the sub menus and the dialogue boxes and the sub menus of RPGs, is the mindless shooting action of a game like Star Fox. All you have to do is shoot, listen to corny dialogue, and then shoot some more stuff. Star Fox Zero is the cure to this disease of RPG gaming I've just went through. But is it going to be the same old Star Fox story? I mean, it's the same story of Fox McCloud and his crew in Star Fox, and in Star Fox 64, and in Star Fox 64 3D, which are 3 best games in the series. Star Fox Command, Star Fox Adventures, and Star Fox Assault, Even if they do keep the same storyline, it's probably for the best, because that would just imply that they're focusing on the game actually being good. Not to say that they couldn't make a great storyline for Star Fox, they just don't. Nintendo just doesn't make great storylines, and that's fine as long as the game's fun. Game better be fun. Speaking of things that better happen, if you want and or need more SUBCON, be sure to subscribe to the show on Patreon at patreon.com/GenoBoost, and follow me on Twitter at GenoBoost, and subscribe to us on YouTube over at youtube.com/GameMusicForAll. And speaking of YouTube, I've begun reviewing video game albums in video form. You could catch my first review of Akuma's Jay-Z/Zelda mashup album, Beats Awakening. Coming soon, I'll also be reviewing DJ Supersonic's Castle Twerkia mixtapes, and many more. So make sure you're subscribing on YouTube. And if you want to have a say in the things I make videos for and review, then you can email me at gamemusicforall@gmail.com with any questions, music, or thoughts you may have. I mean, I could really use some outside input for the show. Now it's time to run down this week's background music. Background music for today's episode kicked off with Connie by Kulilu from the album Cameos. I am just completely guessing at the pronunciations of all those words. But anyway, that album is brought to us by the good folks from Graphics on Television, namely Mika Geddes, who knocks out those awesome drums, as well as Ryan Morris, who lays down synths on several tracks from the album, including this one. And we began this break hearing Grinding for Supremacy by Chief Takanawa. That's new music from his latest, the Hanya EP. Be sure to head over to GameMusicForAll.com to check out my review of the album. And after that, go and download the album yourself for free. Be sure to check the show notes for links to all of the music on this episode. After that, we heard more from Kulilu. This is from their one and only album Cameos, and it's called Furamingo. And we end this break hearing DJ MMA Productions. This track is called We Rumble FF-GBC, and this was sent over to me by DJ MMA himself, so I gotta give a big shout out to him for sending us some great music. I mean, I have the word sick beats in my notes here to describe it, and sick beats is also underlined in my notes. So how much better can you get than that? So be sure to check out DJMMAProductions.com or follow him on Twitter at RealDJMMAPROD. And after the final track, you're gonna hear the most haunting ending theme we have yet to play on SUBCON. It's the Monster Party ending theme by Misaki Hashimoto. But before that, let's talk about the final track on today's episode. And this is the closer, which is the opening track to John Rome's latest EP, Winter in Color. Yes, this is one half of SUBCON favorites, Marcus and Rome. Rome gets a little introspective in his solo EP. This track definitely speaks to all the struggling artists out there, so listen up and be sure to check out my full review of the Winter in Color EP over on GameMusicForAll.com. Thank you for listening.
I want to stay with this music thing. It's the only thing for me, I think. It's just something I love, something that's a part of me every day, each and every hour. I really love it, and it's just what I love, what I love. So I think I want to stick with it, and I want to do bigger and better things.
Hey! I know you've been feeling alienated from the purpose that you painted, and that FMA isn't enough to fill the void. You're only lonely when you're not productive. Separate yourself from your function. Yep. And then project it, cause you can't handle it. Everybody says that they're a fan of it, but you don't believe them. You don't believe them, no. Because you know that they won't go to your show when you come back home. But it's okay though, because I say so. You hate when I say that, hate the self-patronizing combination. It's a pain to debate the self, it's insane, you say. Do I see myself in my work? Is my work gonna be part of the dirt? Is it a curse that I'm a hermit first? I don't wanna blur life or the person. I feel the way I feel, kill the dream and seal away the keys. We disagree, but I made the deal. I beg and plead, I find myself on my knees. And all I want you to know is that I'm ready to go. I know I'm ready to go. And everything that I want is more than just what I see. It's more than just what I need. It's everything that I'll be. I said I'm ready to go, but I don't know where to go. I said I'm ready to go, but I don't know where to go. And everything that I want is more than just what I see. It's more than just what I need. It's everything that I'll be. So where do I go from here? A question unanswered, though it appears that I'm in control, but not in control. I'm not young enough and not invincible. I'm stuck in my thoughts and my principles. My pair of eyes are paralyzed. Everything I bear in mind is organized, appearing to the parasites and parasite. Little did I know that life is not a mine. Nobody really cares if I will die tonight. What that really means is that it's all inside. Everything I do is really asinine. If you condense your thoughts into a verb and cause a benefit or cost, then everything is solved. Though maybe not at all, but you will get involved, and maybe that's what counts. Maybe that's what counts, but everything I do feels like I'm bowing out. I don't wanna be a fool like I've been a cow. I don't wanna fit the bill, but now work it out. I wanna perfect the skill and feed the will. I want a piece of the pie and the pizza still. Why not reach up for the top? Why not go for the pot? It's cause you're scared of the freedom, scared of the failure, even scared of the reasons for your weakness or your doubts. I know you're scared of the freedom, scared of the failure, even scared of the reasons for your weakness or your doubts. And all I want you to know is that I'm ready to go. I know I'm ready to go, but I don't know where to go. And everything that I want is more than just what I see. It's more than just what I need. It's everything that I'll be. I said I'm ready to go, but I don't know where to go. I said I'm ready to go, but I don't know where to go. And everything that I want is more than just what I see. It's more than just what I need. It's everything that I'll be. I'm working hard on my songs, but is it really my call? Like, is it really my fault if I do everything wrong? I said I'm working hard on my songs, but is it really my call? Like, is it really my fault if I don't make it at all?
It's one of the few things that I think give you peace of mind in this business. When the hard things and the hardships and the panics and the button pushes and the screamers and everybody of this type sort of all sit back in your mind after you hear great acceptance from an audience. And it's one of the few personal satisfactions that I think an artist gets in this business.
Thanks for listening to the SUBCON podcast. Please support the show by subscribing to me at patreon.com/GinoBoost. Find song links and show notes at gamemusicforall.com/SUBCON. Follow me on Twitter at GinoBoost and Instagram at RetroBitsLA. And of course, you can find the latest video game based albums at GameMusicForAll.com. You're now leaving SUBCON.